Nersessian and I are co-directors of the Philoctetes Center. Oh, I'm so happy to have the Wingdales back. I love the Wingdales. So that's really all I have to say, but I want you to take a look at the art on the walls. A lot of people walk into Philoctetes and they're not aware. They think that the art is decorative, but it really ties into our exhibition. And we have a program on math and beauty and math and religion. We did the first math and religion roundtable. Those two are being funded by the Templeton Foundation, and we're grateful to them. And math and beauty is on November 14th. And this exhibition, The Aesthetics of Math, has been curated by Hallie Cohn and Adam Ludwig, so take a look at it. On your way in, you noticed the head with the mathematical figures on it by Sarah Ferguson. And the other artists are Harish Lavani, Devon Powers, and Joan Waltermath. Now, on November 12th, we are having Poetry and Microgenesis with the neurologist Jason Brown talking with English professor Stephen Meyer about John Ashbery. I've never understood a word of John Ashbery, and I'm really looking forward to that one. On November 15th, we are having the Inventions of Bob Dylan with Christopher Ricks and Princeton historian Sean Willens. And finally, I implore all of you to come here. Daniel Mendelsohn talk about C.P. Cavafy. He's a wonderful essayist, and that's on November 17th. So without further ado, I give you the Wingdales.
Yeah?
And there'll be CDs for sale afterwards, right?
We have CDs.
Yes.
We'll tell you all about that.
Wingdales, is the orchestra ready? Okay. Don't take wooden nickels. Don't golf in lightning storms. Don't overstay your welcome. Keep those home fires warm.
Never ever fall in love. Never ever fall in love.
Don't even think of parking here. Don't let
the sun go down on me.
wear too much
Back streets of this town. Never ever fall in love. Never ever fall in love. You'll only wind up lonely, you'll only pace the floor. So don't heed the bad advice when it comes knocking at your door. Never ever fall in love. Never ever fall in love. You'll only wind up lonely, you'll only chase the floor. So don't heed the bad advice when it comes knocking at your door. Never ever fall, never ever fall, never ever fall, never ever fall in love.
Last time we made way too many psychoanalysis jokes.
This time we'll repress them.
So we're just not doing it this time. And we'll take questions at the end, I guess, if people have any. We were going to try to get all our moms to come tonight, thinking that it was, I'm not making any more psychoanalysis. But we do have one mom, Audrey Flack, is going to play with us, Hannah's mom, later on.
We have a daughter.
Oh, we have a daughter. Wait, can she play with us?
Oh, it's true.
All right. 3 generations.
I'm nowhere tonight. On the interstate west, where the sodium lights meet the vanishing stars. Whole country out there, branded with signs, cut through with roads. Some of them are mine. I'm in the mood to drive. Get in the car and drive. I'm in the mood to drive. Cracks in the glaze, temperature change, my Les Paul. Seem like a lot to go through. See that it's not brand new. I like it, 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 I like. Okay. It's always about how much to say, isn't it? I write songs sometimes based on things I read, as we all do. And this is based on advice to a castaway from a shipwreck survivor's manual. It's called Castaway. I have no words to offer the castaway, except to say that rescue may come anytime. Not necessarily when you expect it, and even if you give up hope, you must not give up trying. Give up trying. Give up trying. Give up trying. Give up. And you can expect good and bad luck, good and bad fortune. These are the fare of those left behind. And loneliness makes the most of its charges. And when in the wake of a ship, you must not give up trying. Give up trying. Give up trying. Give up trying. Give up. And as a result of all of your efforts, you may find hope will return.
This song is something the lyrics are paraphrased from something I wrote down from a quote from Andy Warhol from a movie last year that was made on his life, and it's probably from one of the diaries. Philosophy just sucks the stage batter right out. Okay. I was walking down the road when I came upon a bunch of people having a great time. And the reason was a friend of theirs they really liked just died, and I realized
Everything, everything
is just
how you decided.
to see it. I think
Think of all the
people
tears.
have the same problems, make them miserable for years when they should just say,
So what? Da 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 da.
it's one of my
Favorite things to say. So I really don't know how I made it all the years before. So what? 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 How's the sound? Is the sound okay? Okay. All right.
This is sort of a Christmas song that went dreadfully awry somewhere in the composition.
I'm grateful for the yellow jacket alighting on the windowsill. I'm grateful for the musty air shaft that makes the sun beam better still.
Weed is always
Much more handsome between neglected hunks of tar. A profile lined with ancient scars is always prettiest by far. I'm grateful for the schizophrenic up on the bench just up the block. I'm grateful for the hypodermic that founders on the jagged rock.
the dawn is always
Much more rosy when I have wept throughout the night. I love the peace that punctuates a Middle Eastern firefight. So say there is this story where the heroine gets knocked up by the sky.
to bear a child. It's between the goat and oxen that she lies. You can call the tale a liar and a thief, unless you set aside
Where's your fiddle? Oh, where is your fiddle?
You got lugged to the background.
Ah,
Adam?
God. Missing
Adam, where
instrument.
are you?
Missing instrument.
Is my fiddle case in the back there, which actually has my fiddle in it?
We need the instrument, not the case.
Anyone have a question?
Does anyone have any questions so far?
Time to banter.
Why did you name it Wingdale?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Because when I was a kid, living in Connecticut, we used to go on these weekend trips up into, what county is that? Dutchess County? Yes, Dutchess. And we used to drive up 22, and on the road, after you go past Trinity Pawling, we would drive past this incredibly creepy, sort of Stalinist-looking series of buildings, and it made this incredible mark on me as a child. I just thought it was the scariest place I'd ever seen. And so we were trying to come up with a name for the band that was all kind of folky-like, but that had additional resonances besides just the feel-good folky resonances. So I picked Wingdale. Since 2001, yeah. It's everybody's other project. Yeah. Nina's a great visual artist. Hannah makes records of her own.
Rick's a writer.
I dabble in the literary arts. Audrey makes heroic sculpture.
Randy builds stuff.
Randy makes sculptures of various kinds. And then we have stealth members who aren't here today. Okay, you ready?
I'm so excited about my fiddle playing. Don't know if you'll be as excited as I
But
am.
you have no.
I usually have the accordion, but we
Yeah.
did this sort of spontaneously. Not today.
Really, there's nothing I hate more than singing lead vocals, so I'm only doing this so Hannah can play her fiddle.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let my ship pass by in the night. Let my ship pass by, it's all right. Let the barons buy and sell their blocks. Let the brokers argue bonds and stocks. Let the falcons mate. Let the heads of state pronounce our fate. Let my
Ship pass by
in the
night.
ship
Ship pass by, it's all right.
Let the rebels steal their M16s. Let the subjects sing, God save the Queen.
God save the
Let
Queen.
the shopping malls build their stalls. Let the kids run free in the nursery. And
Let the lovers be. Let the lovers be. Keep going.
Let the comets streak into our space. Let the impact
attack.
Let the sun go black.
In the sky. Ship pass by. Ship pass by. It's all right. Ship pass by.
It's on video.
There you go.
It's on YouTube. It's virally distributed. Oh, right. It's going to be hundreds of dollars. That would say we were going to make it easier. Okay. This is actually a song from our last record. God, I'm so upset that I played that C. Any advice?
Just say, so what, Hannah? So what? It's time to exercise. So what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't do it. Okay. I wish I had a bigger ocean to put between me and you. I wish I had a bigger ocean, for then I'd know what to do. I wish I had a higher mountain or limitless desert sands. I wish I had a higher mountain, so I wouldn't outstretch my hands. I wish for space, 10 dimensions, with you in the other sail. I wish for space in 10 dimensions to get me out of this fix. I wish for bells of asteroids and extinction level events. I wish for belts of asteroids to give me some common sense. I wish for hell and all its fury, where I will be going soon. I wish my husband would come and bury me under your living room.
Audrey Flack on the banjo.
Yay!
B. So this song has a familiar melody that you'll recognize from a celebrated Woody Guthrie composition. But we found out that Woody had borrowed it from the Carter family, who borrowed it from blind Lemon Jefferson, correct?
Blind Willie Davis.
One of those blind guys. And he in turn had borrowed it from a evangelical hymn of some kind.
Yeah, Pentecostal.
Yes. So we borrowed it back.
Let me play a G.
That's fine.
It's okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a banjo. It's supposed to be
It's
out of
okay.
tune. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
not
let's-
that fast. That was like Black Flag the other night.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. 1, 2, 3.
They sold the last piece of the Great Plains. They sold the lakefronts of the Adirondack. They sold the islands of Catalina. They sold them out from under our feet. I flew above that great mosaic. I saw below the fertile farmlands, but they all belong to Archer Daniels Midlands. They sold them out from under our feet. They sold the forests of New England. They sold the canyons of Arizona. And when they spied covered an acre out from under our feet, when the oceans burn and the banks are flooded and the dust clouds blanket the aching desert, I'll hide with me in the rock of ages, cleft for me. They sold the Badlands and the Smoky Mountains. They sold the islands of Manhattan. They drilled the wastelands of Great Alaska. They sold them out from under our feet. When the oceans burn and the banks are flooded and the dust clouds blanket the aching desert, I'll hide with me in the rock of ages, cleft for me. When the oceans burn and the banks are flooded and the dust clouds blanket the aching desert, oh, hide with me in the rock of ages, cleft for me.
Yeah. So we heard right before we were going on that that the wife of one of our absolutely greatest heroes is here tonight. Our hero is Harry Smith, who you may know made the great anthology of American folk music, which was sort of the map for a lot of the folk revival in the 60s, and also an album that was really influential for me when they finally released it on CD in the 90s. When we started playing, that was sort of, I think, when Hannah and I were first trying to write songs together, that was kind of our North Star. So it's a big honor to have Harry Smith's wife here with us tonight. And this song, she's right there. And this song is by the Carter Family, which is contemporaneous with a lot of the music on that anthology. It's an old folk song called Death is Only a Dream.
Sadly we sing and we tremulous fret as we stand at the mystical stream. There's a valley and by the dark river of death, and yet it's no more than a dream. Only a dream, only a dream, and glory beyond the dark stream. How peaceful the slumber, how happy the waking, for death is only a dream. Prepare me, my Savior, prepare me, I pray, to cross o'er the turbid dark stream. Oh, lead me and guide me and be near my side. It'll be nothing more than a dream. Only a dream, only a dream, and glory beyond the dark stream. How peaceful the slumber, how happy the waking, for death is only a dream.
I say we do Why Not Your Baby and discuss with that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What?
Oh, no.
What do you want? You want to do both? Okay, okay.
We just have 2 more songs, and then we'll stop.
Ooh, requests. We're never prepared for such a thing.
We could do it. Do you want to do it?
Probably forget the one.
Let's
There
do.
aren't even that many.
Let's stick to the plan.
All right.
Let's do the plan, and then, maybe
And then after we play these 2 songs, people can stream out, and let's just play Blue Daisy for you. This one goes out to Frank. It's called Pawn Shop Fire. Frank famously thought it was about something else.
Tell him.
I think he thought it was porn shop fire.
That's not typical.
What's that? What's the beginning? The note?
we're going to go over all these ones now.
Ma went running without her dress. She saw the pawn shop spitting flames, where they bought low and sold for less. The hook and ladder never came. They set the pawn shop on fire, on fire. They set the pawn shop on fire. dad was drinking around the clock. He hadn't bathed in 40 days. The package store was out of stock. They took up his thieving ways. They set the pawn shop on fire, on fire. They set the pawn shop on fire. Rage is what frustration brings. When you've run out of everything, summer spreads its blanket wide. Shops all lock their wares inside. The women gathered in the kids, some blankets and some first aid kits. The men despaired what they had did. The stealing was the least of it. They set the pawn shop on fire, on fire. They set the pawn shop on fire. They set the pawn shop on fire, on fire. They set the pawn shop on fire. Yeah, that's good. So our last song for you today here, and thank you also very much for coming. It's our chance to say that. Maybe we should say that about the record too. Should I say something about the record?
We have a new record.
We have a new record. It's called Spirit Duplicator, the title of which has resonances for us in many different ways, but Spirit Duplicator is actually the name of the old-fashioned mimeograph machine. So if you remember those purple Ditto copies that you would inhale, that's what these machines used mineral spirits to duplicate with. And so the design of our CD has this very purpley tint because we're trying to replicate the look of that.
$10.
$10.
A mere $10 gets you the mimeograph photo.
And the last song we're going to play is actually not one that we've written, but also one that we've barely played. And we thought it would be good to...
We thought it was just going to be like 10 people who knew really well.
Yeah. But this is a chance for you to maybe also see how we think on our feet. At best, it will work out. If not, it'll be a total train wreck. But
it's by Gene Clark, who was the singer in the Byrds on their first two records, and then went out and made some not very well-known solo albums. It's called Why Not Your Baby. You can see.
she wore a blue dress when she walked in the room, and in her eyes the look I saw was filled with gloom.
Is this the
Question I could answer all too soon.
Come tell your friend what's
Wrong with you. Why don't you call me baby? Am I so shameful? Is this the change of mind that I've been designed for? Why not your baby anymore? The truth rang out when you called me and called my name. I don't know what I can do or I can say. Your good friends also find a way. Why don't you call me baby?
Am I so changed from
Am
some
I
strange
so
that went
changed? Is this the question that I've been designed for? Why not your baby? Why not your baby? Why not your baby anymore? Thank you.
Where can we buy the CDs? Will they be here?
We have them here.
The CDs are here. Also, I want to make an announcement that we're very proud of the fact that Phil Teddy's is going to be getting an award from the New York State Council on the Arts in both our poetry program and our music program. Well, we just informed you that yesterday, I believe, right, Adam?
Yay. Great.
But we need your help, and there's a place on the site where you can contribute. So in order to survive, we need you. Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions? We don't have to answer questions.
Yeah.
That was part of the, okay.
I have a question about your electronic, the piece you're going to be writing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Will you tell us how that works?
Basically, I'm just using it as a guitar slide. It also could be this or any number of little chrome-plated things.
Doesn't change
But
anything by the fact that it's glass?
this is solid crystal, and it also happens to be a sex toy that I use in my visual artwork. So
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, $200. But I think it sustains particularly nicely because it has this huge mass and density. This one's hollow. Seemed like the right place to bring it.
Sometimes a cigar is
You want to
just a
pass it
cigar.
around?
Any other questions? Sir,
Can you describe a typical rehearsal for you guys?
You just saw it.
that song is pretty close. Usually we rehearse at Hannah's house, and we all sit on the couch. We all sit in the room, and it's quiet enough that we can do it without, calling in the 311 emergency calls or anything. So it's like this, really.
There are
Just sit
snacks.
down.
There are some snacks. Hannah's an amazing cook, so she makes marmalade for us and stuff like that. And things are kind of hashed out as they, need to be.
The goal for us is really to be people playing together in a room, you know, so we try to stay kind of close to that vision, I guess.
So it's a completely collective process.
Yeah, I mean, the songwriting can be different camps going off and working, but it all gets hashed out together. Yes, Lisbeth?
So, this would go for any of you, but how has this affected, say, your writing? How does this collaboration affect your artwork?
I defer to Nina.
You want me to answer? My primary life is as a visual artist. That's my profession and my training and really my sort of public professional life. And I've played music actually much longer than I've made art. So there's sort of this funny thing where the music was sort of this thing I sort of did, I've always done, but was a little bit secretive about until more recent years. And until more recently, I've also had an attitude that, you know, never the twain shall meet. However, there's a lot of subject matter overlap. There are things where I kind of can't anymore probably deny the fact that these two things do cross-pollinate and infect one another. And I'd say one thing, this is probably true for Rick too, I've heard him say it, that you know, you make art very much by yourself. And it's really amazing to be with people making stuff in this situation. So I'm very happy for this kind of collaborative opportunity that making music brings to things.
What she said.
Along with that, I guess I work in the book business on the business side, and there are a lot of trends right now where books are becoming sort of written collaboratively. Like, I don't know if anyone saw the piece about Alloy in the New Yorker recently, where it's a bunch of people in a room coming together with crazy ideas of children's books based on the most recent news headlines, whatever. And I just wonder how if you've done music on your own. Sorry, I don't know this already. Before this, and how you would compare the collaborative music making to the individual music making, or if you want to relate that to another art.
I do music on my own, and it is totally different.
Sometimes she'd prefer to do music.
I'm deeply inspired by the collaborative abilities of my compadres, my colleagues, my friends in the Wingdales. Honestly, like, I really feel like it's actually taught me a tremendous amount about collaboration. But, you know, that sort of phenomenon of collective, we're not really doing that. I mean, I guess we could sort of slip in that in that little genre that's happening. But I don't think we're really,
We're
like,
not hashing
I
out
have
the songs.
friends who are doing, you know, have that sort of group improvisation, collective band thing happening, and that feels like, yeah, this.
It doesn't feel like anything ever starts in the room from zero. Like someone comes with something somewhat written, sometimes very fully fleshed out written, and then I don't know,
Maybe
sometimes
we could
it's
try to do
adapted.
that.
We maybe should try to do that. It might be a new thing to try, but yeah.
But it's also true that we've been doing it for a while now, I think, and I would say, and I leave it to the others to answer for themselves, that it's become readily apparent now that the Wingdale output is absolutely made by the people in the band, not by a particular person in the band. To the degree that nobody gets everything they want, nobody gets nothing that they want. It's always this moving the pieces around so that the product is what a group of people make as opposed to what a particular person makes. And a good example would be if you go listen to Hannah's solo albums, which you should, they're great. They're markedly different in certain ways from what we do here. And it's true for all of us.
I was just wondering which female artists are your favorite?
Wow. Wow.
How about you?
Musical? There are probably answers you'd be not surprised to hear. Like, I really love Gillian Welch. You know, she's someone who's probably sort of very much in our vein in a way. But then I also like people like PJ Harvey, who I think is a, amazing rock and roll guitarist and singer, and Lucinda Williams, who's maybe sort of some weird combination of those two people.
Nina Simone, Joni Mitchell.
Sure. Britney Spears, right? No, sorry. Lady Gaga.
Dionne Warwick.
Yeah.
I like Dionne Warwick a lot. Patsy Cline.
Kitty
excellent.
Wells.
Mary Ford and Les Paul.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Yes.
You guys do a lot of harmonies, and you also do things where someone else is singing the same words in a different melody or a different language. How do you guys come up with those? What's your process on that? Is same as anything else? Or?
Like the last song?
Right.
Yeah, by jumping in and trying it and hoping it works, really.
So
I
it's
actually-
improvisational until you settle in?
No, well,
sometimes
actually,
it's written out.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hannah can write these things out because she has that kind of brain, you know?
Well, not only do I have that kind of brain, but but the great thing about being in this band right now with Nina and Rick, particularly, and since Nina has been involved with it, is that there is this great opportunity to write like descant harmony, to really play around with the harmony, and that's been actually the most delightful thing. But yeah, there are a couple of songs where there's like a whole other sort of song happening. I'd really like to do more of that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Nina, will any of you doing some Balinese music? Is there any connection with what you're doing in this band?
Well, obliquely, maybe it does have something to do with this kind of multi-part thing. I mean, this was something I got really interested in college. I went and studied Balinese gamelan in Bali for a while. And the thing with that form of music is that you have, just to really sort of explain it in super reduced terms, you have one instrument playing a part, another instrument playing a part, and these two parts interlock. So you end up with a melody line that's the product of two things, very carefully synchronized, kind of coming together. And, it's not unlike the feeling of sometimes singing harmony parts, where the experience for me of playing gamelan is when you really know your part, you sort of forget the exact notes you're playing, and you hear this holistic, bigger, giant thing, and it's kind of this transportative, amazing moment. And that's what it feels like to me when we're all singing well.
And I used to do gamelan too.
That's
I used
true.
to do
We have that in
Japanese
common.
gamelan,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think we both have.
Yeah.
We like that.
Yeah.
That certain little delectation happens.
Comment. As an artist who works alone, and then when I go to a foundry, I have other people, and sometimes I'll have an assistant. But as musicians, there are individual musicians who work alone and write their songs and maybe perform and maybe get groups to back them to back up. And then there are like barbershop quartets who work together. But I think the Wingdales are some beautiful combination of individuals. Everyone is an individual who writes, who has their own vision and sound and style, and yet a group. And I think that's very unique. I don't know if there's another one like that, where you're all individual artists in your own right, writer, visual artist, musician, other sculptor. And you bring it all here and respect each other's work, and it's not like you're blending like a barbershop quartet, but you're blending as individuals. So I think it makes a new sound.
Thank you.
All right, let's try to play Blue Daisy, just for the fun of it.
You want us to? Okay, all right.
You should play your guitar. She can play fiddle on the end. You can play fiddle on the
I don't really ever play this song.
You did?
I do?
The G to C.
Oh, I do? Okay, yeah, I do.
Should I not play the?
No, play from the beginning.
Oh, at the end, yeah, you could solo on the fiddle. petals, no one to pluck you out. Blue petals, got no one to pluck you out.
That's settled, Daisy, 'cause I got no one to plug you out about.
Walking on the subway grate, thin license plates from out of state on Hudson and Reed. Paramedics, double parks are getting headaches in the dark from smoking weed.
And I'm walking down 7th Avenue,
And I'm talking
to a daisy that has been dyed blue. Hey there, baby, how are you? Are you a daisy too? Are you
blue daisies, blue daisies, blue daisies, blue
CDs, $10.
I still love you.